Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, June 1st. Thank you so much for joining into our weekly AHCA/AHCA webinars. Not sure what we're going to be left with, but at this point we're kind of toggling back and forth between the two. For those of you that are new, my name is Deb Wilkinson, and I'm the Vice President of the Health Plan Options Department here at URL. I oversee what is left of the individual market in Pennsylvania and the group health market. This format was created August of 2013, believe it or not, and we've run weekly webinars every week, minus a few for scheduling and other events. But we really feel it's important to keep you as informed as possible, because we feel you are the resource, and that's your ticket into gaining new clients and really surviving this crazy mess. Again, if you're new to this format, there's a couple ways that you can ask questions, and we encourage you to do so because we all learn from them. You can either raise your hand, your electronic hand on the control panel to the right of your screen, or you can type in your question in the question box, and I'll answer those at the end of the webinar. Just with a quick show of hands, if you can just hear me okay and see my screen, if you wouldn't mind raising your electronic hand, I'd appreciate that. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so let's get started. Up until this morning, I had no movement on the AHCA, and that's still true. There's no movement on the American Health Care Act going to the Senate. I think they're still trying to gain votes. It's been mentioned numerous times from the Senate that what they received from the House is not what will come out of the Senate. What will come out, no one knows. I certainly don't, but we'll keep watching. There was an article this morning that 184 lawmakers wrote a letter to HHS Secretary Price asking to rescind an Obama-era policy that discouraged insurance companies from accepting payments from hospitals or other entities. And this has been, this is a bit controversial if you think about it. Employers just recently were given, under very strict circumstances, the ability to once again, through HRA, pay for individual health premiums. But this is different. This is, quite interesting. 2 years ago, we received a call from a kidney dialysis place that wanted to basically become licensed and sell policies to their patients that were uninsured. So you can see how much of a quagmire this might become. What Secretary Price will or will not do, I don't know, but I thought it was interesting enough to make mention. For those of you that are in the financial segment or have been following the DOL ruling for the best interest of the client, that law will move forward with implementation on June 9th. Joe Corio, our Senior VP and Head of the Annuity Solutions Division, is going to be doing an update today at 2 p.m. If you are interested in attending that, you can either go to our homepage, urlinsgroup.com, and register under the events, or if you want to shoot me an email, I can send you that link and get you registered. Couple little graphics here that I thought, again, were kind of interesting. Obamacare was so unpopular, the ACA, and it's kind of amazing that, with some of these polls that have come out, that the AHCA, the proposed law, is actually much more unfavorable. So the first graphic shows that 49% thought that Obamacare was favorable, whereas 31% think that the GOP health care bill is favorable. And you can see conversely what that means. When you're at a 55% unapproval or disapproval rating on a bill that hasn't even made it through the Senate, it's going to be a tough haul for that bill. And if you look at this is what Americans feel about what will happen to their health care costs. 36% think it will be about the same, whereas 45% know or think that their costs will increase under the AHCA. And then this one was actually put out by Kaiser, and I know it's difficult to read. And again, if you want to see this graph, I can certainly email it to you. But the gist of it is, when they told folks to see what should happen to the AHCA, you know, only 8% said to pass the bill, 13% were unsure, 24% said make minor changes, but 26% said make major changes, and 29% said don't pass this bill. So that kind of equals up with its unfavorable percentage. But it's kind of remarkable to me that about 54% either want it changed drastically from how it left the House, or to not pass it at all. So this is what we're up against, you know, and all of this really means that 2018, I don't expect any changes. I think what we can hope for at best is some sort of definitive on whether the individual tax penalty and or the employer mandate is going to be enforced. So, and again, what that even means moving forward, we're not even sure. So still a lot of unanswered questions, much more turmoil in the market, I think, and you know, that's just, again, should maybe prompt you to do what you're doing and stay informed so that your clients have complete confidence in you to get them through this craziness. Speaking of craziness, next bullet point, Cap Blue Cross commissions, the individual and med Supp. It is delayed again. I can tell you that we're on the third attempt to get a clean data feed from Capital. They are working on it, but obviously this is just frustrating for all of us. So, you know, all I can do is apologize and let you know that Brandy and her team are working directly with Capital to see what can be done and to get those commissions paid and released as soon as humanly possible. But it all starts with a clean data feed, and that seems to be something that we can't seem to get. UPMC, for those of you that work in the western part of the state of Pennsylvania, UPMC is expanding into the northeastern Pennsylvania territory. The difference is that they've created a lot of height, and unfortunately there is not going to be any general agency distribution. For those of you that are affiliated with a general agency for your UPMC group programs, you know, unfortunately, those general agencies aren't going to be able to help you. It is a direct sold plan, direct with UPMC. I don't even have information on it, but I wanted you to know, again, for those that have interest in that segment and want to see what UPMC is giving or distributing, at this point, we just don't know. Highmark 2017 Sentinel Elite certification, that closes the end of this month, June 30th. So, you know, again, you all have to do your FFM certification for the 2017 sales season on the individual FFM side and, of course, the shop side. But Highmark required you to take an additional step and do the ethics course and registration on their Sentinel Elite portal. So if you've not done that for your certification, you'll want to make sure that is done by June 30th. And continuing with Highmark, we mentioned last week, and there were also blasts that went out about the new Elite Brokerage Bonus Program. This is specific to agents and specific to agents that work through an elite brokerage, such as URL Insurance Group. The benefits, I think, are pretty robust, and you earn points by writing new groups. It's really based on the group market, but these points can be spent, pay for a lot of different items. So if you haven't taken time to register yet, please register. It costs you nothing but a few minutes. This is the registration code that you'll need. Again, if you can't find that email and haven't done that yet, shoot me an email and I will get you those details so you can take a few minutes to register. We can't do it for you, unfortunately, or we would have already done that. On the group market, there's a lot of acquisitions taking place. So if you are currently looking for a new general agency or want to interview a new general agency, I can tell you that URL does a fantastic job on our offerings, and I would love to talk to you about some of the systems that we use, Ben Admin systems. We have a small group and large group Ben Admin system, our quoting system, which we just changed to the Benefix, which is awesome. Our renewal program and the process, I think we really do an outstanding job on the renewals. And let's face it, 2.5 months from now, the 12/1 renewals will be coming out, and we'll all be in the fourth quarter craze. So, you know, with our renewal process and the new quoting system, we offer the renewal options, alternates, and we also make recommendations. So, you know, it helps you, you know, gain some time to go out and meet with your groups as opposed to sitting down and completely analyzing all of the renewal options for your customer. So again, I ask you to give us a call, give me a call, and I'm happy to talk to you about what we offer. Speaking of offering, we are an agency that loves to give back to our agents. So speaking of that, for those of you that like Dancing with the Stars, they are coming to the Giant Center on Saturday, June 24th. The event starts at 7:30 in the evening, and for those of you that have an interest, I'm giving away either two sets of tickets, 2 tickets each, or 4 tickets. So shoot me an email, debw@urlinsgroup.com, and I'll see if I can get those tickets for you. Again, it's June 24th at 7:30, and I'm going to be giving away either, well, I'm going to give 4 tickets away, one way or the other. So give me a call or shoot me an email if you have any interest. So that brings us to the end of the webinar, the agenda. We'll open it up for questions. If anyone has any questions, just raise your hand, or you can type them in. As you're formulating your questions, just know that next Thursday, June 8th, I'll be here at 9:30. Hopefully, I'll have some additional information to offer. Only one question. Is the Highmark Elite program specifically through URL, or is it for agents that go direct also? It is only available for agents that do business through an elite brokerage. URL is one of the elite brokerages. There are several others, but they're not selects. Selects are not elite. Hope that answers your question, Kim. If not, just call me and we can chat offline. That's it. Those are all the questions that we have today. I wish everyone a wonderful balance of the week. It's June 1st. It hardly seems possible, but get out and enjoy the sun, and I hope you all have a wonderful and relaxing weekend. Hopefully I'll talk with you next week. Thanks again. Bye-bye.